Heidi-ho, everyone, I am Nathan Blake, and this is Fell Seal, Arbiter's Mark. This is a demo of a new tactics game that is kickstarting right now. I played just a little bit of it, started it up, played the first little, tutorial match, and I actually recorded it. I was planning on that being a video, and then I just decided I didn't do the game justice because you don't want to see me going through a tutorial or anything like that. You want to see some of the action of the game, so we're going to skip past the tutorial, and this is going to be the video now. So basically we play as Arbiters, which are basically the law and order around these parts, and that's pretty much all we know. Our little team here of these two young ladies and this dude were working together to capture this noble. Actually, the dude showed up late, so he wasn't involved in the fight. But anyway, they captured a noble who just murdered someone at sword point, and now they were taking him out of town to a nearby chapter house because they think that if they take him to the chapter house in town, turn him in for trial, that his noble status would get him out of trouble. So that's where we're coming into the story. That was really all there was, and that's all we actually know. I made a custom character named Trouse. This game has some really, really awesome custom character making stuff. So other than that, here's the dude. His name's Reiner. The roads can be treacherous. We should go to the local guild and recruit some extra hands. An extra recruit will go a long way. Oh, I probably don't have my guy that I made there. Probably saved right before I made him. So you'll get a chance to see what the character creation looks like. And other than that, we'll get right into a real fight, so you won't have to just sit around and not see what happens. So it's very much in the vein of Final Fantasy Tactics, and so it's got some really cool stuff that you can do. And this was more or less what my guy looked like before, so I'll just quickly remake him so that you can get a feel for what I had him look like, and then we'll get right into it. I think I had this hair on him. We don't want to have a mask, and we don't want any facial hair, because really we're trying to match that dude down there in the corner as much as we can, because that's one thing. The only thing that I haven't liked about the game so far since starting is that the characters really don't look much like their little portrait there in the corner. So I want to make sure he looks as much like that as we can. These eyes aren't the exact same color or anything, but they look decent. And we're going to name him Trouse, not Troud, Trouse. And then we're going to get on into it. The reason why I'm going ahead and making him is because I kind of wanted to have my own character, you know. I wanted him to feel like me, feel like my own guy. So that's why we went ahead and did that. So we're just going to fit him, and then we're going to go ahead and hop... oops, not that one, that one. Hop right in. So this is going to be cool. I'm excited. So, if you haven't ever played a tactics game before, Final Fantasy Tactics was pretty much the quintessential tactics game. So this is the noble that they're taking to the nearby main chapter house. Kairi, don't worry, I noticed. What's happening, Captain? Stand back, Anodyne. Ah, we are being ambushed. So you spotted us, huh? I guess you Arbiters are as sharp as they say. But really much friendlier than they say. Well met, friend. State your business with us and make it fast. We're on the clock. I'll make it quick for you. Hand over that noble you've got in tow, and everyone can go on their merry way, safe and sound. What a splendid idea. Quiet. Indeed, safe and sound is always better, I say. That being said, just what do you want with the man anyways? Funny you'd ask. From what I've been hearing lately about you Arbiters, I bet you wouldn't mind getting in on the action, huh? All right, here's the deal. The rich tosser will pay us handsomely to buy back his freedom. Hand him over and we'll give you a fair 20% to split amongst yourselves, and no one ever needs know an Arbiter was involved in this little transaction. That way you get paid and your reputation stays clean. Win-win. So what do you say? Do we have a deal? I wonder if they really give me this option. Only 20%? Captain? Enough. Reiner, stop toying with the scum. We already know what they're up to. And you, attempted bribery, intimidation, interference in official Arbiter business. That's enough to warrant turning all of you into corpses. Get out of my way, and I'll forget I ever saw your faces today. That's my final and most generous counteroffer. Take it fast before I change my mind. You crazy little... I can't believe we have to run into the one clean Arbiter around these parts. All right, boys, time to claim our prize. Leave no one standing. So yeah, the little tutorial fight was pretty much just walk over, hit the guy once, and then you're done. And it just didn't showcase what a good tactics game is like. So I wanted to really make sure that you got a feel for what some real tactics combat could be like, and what this game is really going to be like when it comes out. They purposefully did like the sprites walking and had the sprites look that way, because this is how tactics games used to be, like Final Fantasy Tactics on the PlayStation 1, which is, in my opinion, the best Final Fantasy game, and in all honesty, one of the best games I've ever played. Ask anyone who played it, and it is the unsung Final Fantasy game. Many think that it is as good or better than Final Fantasy VII, which is generally vaunted as the best Final Fantasy. So, Anodyne, why don't I give you a quick refresher on items? I don't really need to know about items. It's also something nice about this that it plays so similarly to other tactics games that if you know how to play them, then you're good to go. So basically, a tactics game differs from other RPGs because it has a similar way of leveling up and stuff, but everything is about leveling up like 5 or 6 people at once instead of, and using 5 or 6 people at once instead of just 1 or 2, the way a lot of RPGs are, where you're controlling, maybe 4 people maximum. Tactics games can have you controlling up to, sometimes up to like 10 people. And if they're like huge, like strategy tactics games, sometimes they're way more than even that. So placement is usually important. And, so see, if I hit here, then I hit him, but I also hit my friend. So we're going to go ahead and end my turn now and let them close in, and we're going to try to hit as many as we can without hurting my own people. So, Captain, I have misgivings about this trap door. I think they might have reinforcements waiting. Good catch. If one of us stands on it, it should prevent anyone from coming in that way. We should hurry if we plan to block the reinforcements this way. I'd wager we don't have much time before they make their move. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. So I can't get close enough to do it on this turn. So I'm going to move here, or maybe just north of him. Yeah, just north of him and hit him in the side, because usually you're more accurate hitting someone from the side than you are from the front. And that also moved him closer to my other teammates. So maybe I can... Oh! She has some sort of bow gun. That's cool. My major complaint about this game that I had in my little quick run of it for the tutorial was that the character sprites really don't match the portraits very much. I mean, you kind of see it. Skin tone's off. The hairdo's different. The clothes are completely different. So, but I think you can change a lot of clothing and stuff on a lot of your characters, just not all of them, unfortunately. Just not the main characters, the ones who are clearly wrong. So, I'm doing this forceful strike so I can just bap him back and forth and kind of table tennis him wherever I need him to be. And I don't really have to move my guys as much this way. So he's a mercenary / scoundrel. So that's one of the cool things about this game that I'm excited about, and that is different from most tactic games except for Final Fantasy Tactics, which is there is a let's see which does more damage. They do the same amount of damage. I might as well use this one. Most tactics games, you have your job, and you can change your job and play as all different types of jobs, which jobs are basically the class that your character is, which is really cool. But Final Fantasy Tactics had a system where you could set up 2 separate jobs, and that was really cool. Like, I hadn't seen anything like that before or since. So the fact that this game actively tried to emulate that and still keep that in the game is really cool. So apparently the magic hits the same turn you use it. A lot of them have like a charge time, so maybe we'll see a charge time later on. Wow, that wizard cannot take a punch. A lot of these also feature potential permadeath for your characters. So that's something we're going to have to really watch out for is, are our characters going to die? And are they going to die for good? Oh, okay. That guy has definitely seen some better days. She's got holy magic, though. So I can heal a little bit. So she must be mercenary and then have a secondary job of the mender. Yeah, there we go. Mercenary mender. That's so cool. I love games that have that sort of thing. It's so cool. Because you get, like, you make your own characters, and then you can give them like a truly unique class comparatively to everyone else, because you're putting 2 classes on them, and you just can't do that in most games. And so you get synergy from the 2 classes that you just don't normally see, especially from custom characters. You know, they have a tendency to be like, oh, okay, well, you know, you can give your own class, but all of the pre-made characters have specialty classes and stuff like that. But, you know, even though you can make your own people, they'll never have the specialty classes. And so the pre-made characters will always have a leg up on your characters. But in a game like this, you actually get to give special classes to your if I hit, I kill all of them, I think. So even though you're not using one of the special classes in one of these games, you are getting a completely unique character from what everyone else is using. And so that's super cool to me. Okay, so this character is taking a beating, and he really needs some relief. And the best way to get some relief is kill as many of the other characters as I can. Really, I should move him off. I hope that doesn't mean that the bad guys are going to be able to escape from there, but I had to do some movement or I was going to get knocked out, so that would have been really crappy. So now she's going to move in here, and she's pretty powerful. So yeah, I was going to say, she should be, but she missed. Poop bears. She should be able to do this, but she doesn't, because she stinks. She stinks on ice! Okay, Trouse is okay. Really, she's the character that's hurt the most right now. Can she go ahead and just make an attack? And what's her chances of hitting? She doesn't have very good chances of hitting either. Okay, you're just going to end your turn. So, you know, the combat's not, like, overly amazing or anything in a tactics game, but that's not what it's about. It's about outsmarting your opponent, and as you get further into the game, obviously, you gain new abilities, and that's whenever things start getting way more interesting in a tactics game, is whenever you're unlocking the special classes that are different, and you've got all the new moves and stuff. That's when things get really cool in a tactics game. So again, not doing it as much justice playing it here at the beginning for the video, but better than just the first little tutorial bit, because you know, who really wants to sit and watch me read for a little while? All right, here we go. I missed. That would have been great if I had killed him. But this guy can probably kill him. So, Reiner. There we go. I think maybe a death counts as a death in this game. Like, in Final Fantasy Tactics, you could die, and there would be, like, they would be laying on the ground unconscious for a certain number of turns before they died. I don't think that's the case. There we go. I thought probably it would be the same amount of damage and the same chance to hit, so to me it was worth it to try to get the pushback. Give him some breathing room. Hopefully this doesn't miss. Okay, good. Use my magic. My magic misses. Because I'm blind. No, like literally blind right now. Like somebody actually used their abilities to blind me. So so hitting from the side usually has a higher chance of hitting and usually does more damage in a lot of cases. So getting ganging up on people is really where you want to be. Dang. It really was a good hit on his part. I'm going to do something crazy because they can take it, I think. And we're going to go ahead. Whoops. I'm going to move back one space. In Final Fantasy Tactics, they would not have let you go back. Ah, come on! I hit both of my people and I miss the guy on their team that's dying that I really wanted to hit the most. But we're taking him down now, and then that should be the end of the fight. We'll see what happens after that, and then probably call it a video. Because I just wanted to give you a taste for what it's like. It's a Kickstarter, so it's new, and there's a lot of interest. We might see more of it in the future, like a full release, and it'll be more refined, because this is like an early alpha Kickstarter demo. So I really like playing demos and alphas and things like that on my channel, and I'm sure you've noticed. And the reason is because, it gives me more of an opportunity to find something that no one's played before. And so I get to experience something wholly new. And you can come to me for things that you've never seen before and that you don't have an opportunity to see anywhere else. And then beyond that, there's also a level of, as we start getting bigger as a channel and as we start gaining ground as a group together, we get to start sharing some of this community with other people. I can help other YouTubers grow. I can help other games grow and things like that. And that's really cool to me, that we have an opportunity to grow other people with our community as well. Share some of this community. And it's the crazy thing about YouTube is that I'm not vying for attention from other YouTubers. I get to work with other YouTubers, and that's really cool. That's really interesting to me. That we can work together instead of having to compete, really. And collaborations and sending each other to each other's channels and things like that, it doesn't hurt our brand. It actually builds our brands up together, which is really cool. You just can't do that with any other medium, really. Didn't this used to be an inn? It burned down during a marauder attack last year. I guess no arbiters were around to prevent it, huh? This is about what the scoundrel said about arbiters taking bribes. I think he was grasping at straws. Things aren't anywhere near as bad as that. And yet, there we are, lugging around that foppish noble because we're afraid the local chapter house is open to bribes. That's enough of a break. Let's get moving. I want us at a Leicester before nightfall. I'll make sure everyone is ready. So, they also tried to do, instead of making animations or anything like that. Oh, it's the end of the current demo. Thanks for trying it out. We'd love to hear your feedback, comments, and suggestions. Feel free to contact us at, would you like to register for a newsletter and get informed about our big milestones, such as our August 29th Square Enix Collective campaign, September 26th Kickstarter 2018 release date, etc. No, because I'm already signed up for all that information. So this is the demo. So this is where we would have had to have ended it anyway. So, it's a really interesting game. I'm excited to see where the story goes. I've already kickstarted it myself. I'll put a link to the demo and to the Kickstarter down below so that you can see about it. they've really tried to stay true to what a tactics game is at heart. So if you enjoy tactic games, if Final Fantasy Tactics is cool to you, if you played a lot of Disgaea, or if like the future tactics games like the Tactics Advanced games or things like that are something that you're interested in, then this is really something you should check out. Even if you play Fire Emblem games or something like that. So, thank you all so much for watching, going on this adventure with me. I know it's a little strange. I kind of started a little ways into the game, just explained to you what was happening, but the first mission didn't have anything that happened. And I didn't want the first thing you see to this game being a teeny bit of exposition and then a demo of the tutorial. I wanted you to see the combat. I wanted you to see character creation, and I wanted you to see some of this real story, not just, press A to attack things. So, if you enjoy this video, let me know down in the comments below, and if you decided to kickstart it with me, let me know down there too, so I can know who is interested in it and everything. And if you want me to play a full playthrough of the real game when it comes out, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to, but obviously that might be a ways off, and since it's a Kickstarter, it could never happen, but we have this for now, and this is pretty neat. So thank you so much for watching. For now, this is Nathan Blake signing off for Nathanblakegames. Sayonara. This has been Fell Seal. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it in the future, please like and comment below. If you're new to the channel and you would like to be notified of new videos, consider subscribing. Like my channel? Want to see it grow? Share this video with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks again, everyone. Sayonara.